spots.
I'm not sure that anyone can sleep at night and feel good about their chances.
This place can shoot you up and spit you out in a hurry.
Chris Buescher, end over end, side over side.
A savage crash.
Nearly half the field eaten alive.
We're going to Talladega.
This is Talladega, and this is qualifying for the NASCAR Sprint Cup Series. A gorgeous afternoon in Talladega, Alabama. We get ready to set the field for tomorrow's elimination race for the Sprint Cup Series. We take a look at the chase standings after 2 races in this, the second round. Jimmie Johnson, Kevin Harvick, the only 2 in this field of 40 that can sleep comfortably, because now you have 10 more drivers looking to fill only 8 more or 6 more spots between them. So we're getting ready to figure out who will be in the round of 8. Alongside Steve Letarte, Jeff Burton, I'm Rick Allen. So we get ready to set the field. Jeff, why is today important?
Well, a fast car at Talladega allows you to set the pace. It allows you to push the issue and make moves that a slow car can't make. With a slow car, you have to kind of follow the car in front of you. If you get aggressive, it actually hurts you. So a fast car means you can be aggressive, but also with your qualifying position, it can set your strategy. If you want to run in the front, try to lead laps, and you qualify 25th, it's going to be much harder to do that. So the strategy for every driver, not just the drivers that are racing to get in this chase and move into the next round, but for every driver, that strategy can be set today for tomorrow's race.
Yeah, qualifying good, it's not a track position thing that increases your chance of winning the race, but it's perception. If you have a car that can qualify in the top 5, we talk about how much help these cars need to pass and win the race. Well, other teams will search you out. They know you have a fast car, they'll want to run with you. And then when you go and you look at the non-chase drivers, bragging rights. As simple as that, Rick. When you go through the garage area, you look at Roush Fenway Racing, sits on the pole at Daytona in July with the 16 car. That's a big pat on the back to that whole organization. Every team in that garage area knows this is their chance for their car to shine. Okay, the cars right now are lined up on pit road. How important is pit selection at this racetrack as far as where you pit during the race?
Well, I think it's important. I think it's important everywhere. I think it's maybe a little less important here. The thing about what's so hard to understand here, if you pit under green, you try to come in with other cars. There's no way today that you can predict who those cars are that you're going to be running with. So it's a little more difficult here to understand that. At a normal mile and a half, you can kind of pick out after practice and say, okay, this guy's good, that guy's good. Here, anybody can be running in the lead pack, so it's a little more difficult to understand where you want to pit.
It is a little more difficult, but you do know, Rick, if you're going to run or draft with your teammates, the last thing you want to do is pit right next to one. You want at least one stall between you and your teammate, so there's still advantages that can be taken.
When we come back, we'll hear from the drivers that are about to take on this 2.66 mile super speedway called Talladega Super Speedway.